I'm your morning witch, and today is Wednesday, November 19th. I think it's the 19th. It is the 19th, and it is Wednesday, so it is Witchy Wordy Wednesday. And yesterday, I finally had words that I've probably covered before, but not in the same way, I don't think. Unless, like, a couple years ago, I had the same little mental process, which is possible. And feel free to go back a couple years in these videos and check if you want. I'm not about to do that. So we haven't done this for a hot minute, but yesterday I was thinking it would have been nice if I had. So we're going to get present before we get into the words. So we're going to breathe in through the nose. We're going to hold it. We're going to become present, which like a week or two ago I did videos about like what I mean when I say becoming present. If you want to go check that out, feel free. Otherwise, we'll then exhale through the mouth after we become present. Happy Wednesday, happy Witchy Wordy Wednesday, and we are going to talk about witchcraft. Witchcraft, the practice of magic, especially for evil purposes, it says in the dictionary, but that's just fucking propaganda, so we're going to ignore that, okay? So, the practice of magic, the use of spells. In modern context, it refers to a religious practice that has an affinity for nature and is usually connected to a pagan tradition. Also, bewitching or fascinating of, I think it said them or things, but I like them better, so we're going with bewitching or fascinating of them. Craft, a skill or activity in making things by hand. Also, another definition, a skill of deceiving others, which kind of goes back to that whole propaganda thing, right? It does. For me, it does. It really does. Crafty, clever at achieving one's aims by indirect or deceitful methods, which again leaves me to that whole like propaganda thing with the word craft. Really, it does. Also, making things by hand. So, I keep saying the propaganda thing because it really does seem to me that all of these words do connect, okay? Like, sure, there's other things that have the word craft associated, not just witchcraft. But when you look at crafty and craft, both of them have deception, deceit, taking advantage of others associated with this word, right? And I'm going to bet. I'm not gonna bet. In my brain, there's definitely that connection. There's definitely, it has an appearance of. Now, there are other things, like I said, like that craft is associated with functionality wise, right? Not just witchcraft. We have, well, why is Lovecraft the only thing I can think of? I'm sure you guys can think of other like professions that have craft in them. Or do they anymore? I don't know, but I definitely see like this whole propagandistic association with the word craft to be deceitful, and it stems from the association with witchcraft and craftiness being associated with witchcraft having deceptive measures, which in a way witchcraft is the manipulation of energies, right? So manipulating energies to one's own will or desires, there is a level of things that will appear differently, right? Is it deceit in the way we immediately think of the word deceit? No. But think of a glamour. Senses are deceived. I like decepted as a word, though. I'm going to stop rambling. It's been a really weird week for me, you guys. It's my last week employed for like the first time in 3 decades. it's a weird week for me. So, take all my ramblings about witchcraft and craft and craftiness and the way that the deceptiveness is woven in for what seems like biased reasons. So propaganda from somebody who wants you to think a certain way. But maybe that's just my brain today. Who knows? What can I say? It's Witchy Wordy Wednesday. Bye.